Yes everyone, thank you for tuning into another video. It's a pleasure as always. I know it's been a little while, about 6 weeks, but I'm back and I plan to be making consistent content and also exploring some other things that I've been dealing with, which I'll go into a little bit more detail in another video. As always, thank you for the engagement, for the comments that I've received. As I always say, it gives me pride and pleasure and joy to know that people are getting some sort of value from my videos. And if you get any value from this one, then please share your thoughts down below. So, in today's video, I wanted to explore, rather I should say, begin to question my diagnosis of having bipolar cyclothymia. I've been doing a lot of reflecting over the last couple of months, and maybe this is the same for most people, but I believe I always observe that as I approach the end of a year, I reflect a lot on the past year, think about the year that's coming up, and I just overall go into an introspective mode, I would say. So if you're new to my channel, about just over a year and a half ago, I was diagnosed with bipolar cyclothymia. Recently, I've been questioning my diagnosis, and I've actually been questioning mental health as a whole. Not that mental health doesn't exist. Of course, people feel depressed. Of course, people feel manic. But can you get on with life and not allow these feelings to destroy you? Talking from my own personal experience, there's been times in my life where I've allowed depression to make my life unmanageable. But something I've really been coming to terms with recently is everything that goes on in your life is your responsibility. You've got responsibility on how you feel. And the only thing you really have power over is your own actions. You don't have power over anything else. So hopefully you can control your mind, and hopefully that will lead to you being able to control your physical actions. I've allowed depression to wallow me up in the past to quite extreme levels, and I look back on it now and I sort of think, is it almost just having a weak mindset? Is depression really what's causing me to feel these negative emotions? Or is it a symptom of the way that I'm living my life? I recently heard an interesting theory, and the theory was that you're not feeling these feelings because of depression. Because of the way you're feeling, it's causing depression. So what does that mean? What I mean is, depression is your body telling you that the way you're living your life is not the right way. And it's trying to send a signal to you that you need to shift your behaviors. I still get my hypomanic episodes, which I don't really mind too much. They're a little bit more low-key now. But after implementing various habits, I would never say that I've cured my depression. But it doesn't come as much anymore. And when it comes, I'm able to not let it overtake my whole being, and I'm able to push it to the side and still get what I need to get done. And I think that's what's very important. From a question if it's about chemical imbalances, which is usually what people say, recently there's been some research and science that's come out which has sort of thrown the whole serotonin related to depression issue under the bus. I'm just going to read this. I just thought I'd share this with people. I'll turn this this way a little bit. So this is on the UCL website. UCL is I really should know. It's a university in London. I'll put the link to this in the description in case anyone wants to read it. So this is from 20th of July 2022. And sorry, you can't see the top of my head. I hope you don't mind. So the title of this is "No Evidence that Depression is Caused by Low Serotonin Levels Finds Comprehensive Review." After decades of study, there remains no clear evidence that serotonin levels or serotonin activity are responsible for depression, according to a major review of prior research led by UCL scientists. The new umbrella review, an overview of existing meta-analyses and systematic reviews published in Molecular Psychiatry, suggests that depression is not likely caused by a chemical imbalance and calls into question what antidepressants do. Most antidepressants are selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs, which were originally said to work by correcting abnormally low serotonin levels. There is no other accepted pharmacological mechanism by which antidepressants affect the symptoms. It goes on. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but you get the gist of it. Essentially, you know, I meet lots of people who talk to me about depression, and they're like, "Oh, it's this chemical imbalance I've got in my brain." I used to be one of these people, but now what this study is saying is potentially that's all bullshit. And like I said, I'm putting my own bipolar cyclothymia diagnosis into question, because after implementing lots of strategies and really focusing on trying to change my mindset over the last year and a half, I'm starting to just think that maybe one just has to push through. You know, people might say, oh, that, you know, maybe you haven't felt it like I felt it, etc., etc. Trust me, I've been down many times for long periods of time. But you know what, now I do cold exposure daily. My diet's on point. You know, I've changed my mindset. What does that mean? It just means that I've almost brainwashed myself to believe that even if I feel down, I'm not going to let it swallow me up. Various things. And the last few months has been very challenging for me because I've been having some physical issues, possibly psoriatic arthritis, as well as an ongoing ankle issue I've been dealing with for the last 3 years. So I haven't been able to train, and it's been quite challenging for me. And even then, I didn't allow it to make me as depressed as I've been. Not too long ago, I made a video talking about how you should always implement your positive habits. Don't think that you've beaten your depression. And like I said, I don't feel that I've beaten it. I would never say that. But what I feel that I've done is I've managed to equip myself to deal with it so that when the depression comes, when the dark horse comes, or the dark dog, whatever Winston Churchill called it, I'm able to keep it moving. And I'm able to move forward still. Because really that's what it is. We're all going to feel depressed. You're never going to feel good all of the time. You just have to accept that. But what you need to also work towards is getting what you need to get done when you're not feeling good. Because that is going to allow you to be the person that you want to be. And that's basically been my thoughts over the last couple of months. I didn't really plan this video. I didn't make any notes or bullet points, so I hope that all sort of made sense and it wasn't just a complete ramble. But like I said, I'm going to jump back on the videos. I'm also going to talk about some of these other issues that I've been dealing with, possibly psoriatic arthritis and some other stuff, just because I find it very hard to find information on these subjects that from a person that I feel I can relate to, just giving their honest opinion. So I almost feel that it's my duty to do that, and that's why I started doing the videos in relation to bipolar cyclothymia. Because when I got diagnosed, I couldn't really find any relevant content online in regards to people having that experience. So that's what I'm going to leave it for today. I hope that was helpful. I hope you've had an amazing Christmas. I hope you have a fantastic start to, or fantastic end to the year, and an even better start to 2023. Regular videos are coming your way. As I said, any thoughts or comments, please leave down below. If you got any value from it, like and subscribe. Have an amazing day. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.